Hello, in the continuing video, today we're going to take a look at the Zamazenta in the Ultra League here. I really wanted to try this Pokemon out because I usually get positive results with this Pokemon. I think, showcased it twice on my channel and also like mainly this team, and it still works and I have no idea how. Like, I don't always go crazy positive. I think I went like 9 and 6 or whatever with this team here right now. But it's still kind of funny because like nobody uses this Pokemon and this Pokemon has still some kind of funny purpose here. This Pokemon has access to Snarl, Crunch and Close Combat, and it's kind of similar with this moveset towards the Scrafty that you have in the back here, but it just generates energy so fast that you're gonna be able to do some very nice damage with your charge moves here, and you're gonna get there very fast as my opponent decides to go into Registeel. You get the debuff here, but I expected that we would survive one move at least here from this Registeel, so I didn't want to go for the close combat immediately, so I'm actually going to be able to get 2 close combats off now, and they cannot find me down because lock on is lock on. But they're going to swap out into their Swampert, catching another close combat here, and we can go into our Scrafty, and we are looking pretty golden here just because also Zamazenta was so spammy. This Pokemon in general is like so cool. It's basically kind of reminds me of the Snarl Granbull, which is also one of my favorite Pokemon to use in the Ultra League just to trap opponents. That's basically the main reason for this Pokemon. If you think about it, you have a lead there that's pretty decent against everything that fighting types don't really want to face. For example, fairy types or also like psychic types, you can still deal with this. But the main reason here now for the Zamazenta in the back is that you're gonna be able to also get out those psychic types, which is really cool because you have Crunch and you have the Snarl. You're most likely gonna see some matchups as well against the Deoxys defense, and these matchups are usually pretty decent. Here, also a cool thing that I see a lot of times with Drapion in this kind of meta, that they're gonna run the Awkward Tail. If they run Awkward Tail, basically they have no play against Scrafty whatsoever, like they have nothing that really hits me hard here. Just like Crunch, Awkward Tail. Awkward Tail is a bad move, but like it's good coverage here. So I'm gonna be able to do some very nice damage here. I can boost myself up, I can go for some power punches against the opponent's Scrafty. I basically double the damage that they do, and I can even boost myself up even more here, allowing me to even win this matchup by 1 HP in Dream. We see the Trevenant coming in, and of course we can go into our Talonflame and we can go for some flame charges. And if we get a shield here, I think I'm actually gonna let this Talonflame go away anyway, as we actually hit the flame charge, as we still have the Crunch on our fighter in the back here, which is going to be very nice. If they want to go for a move here, they can go for a move here. I'm going to let this move go through. We see the Seed Drop coming through. This is a Zamazenta showcase for reasons, and we're going to see that we are able to easily KO this Drapion, still have a move stored for the Trevenant, and we're just going to sweep this endgame here with the Zamazenta pretty easily. There's one problem with this team, and this one problem only came recently into the meta, and this one problem is Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is a very horrible pick for this meta because you see like, there is not a single Pokemon that can really deal with this. My lead has the only neutral move against Tapu Fini nowadays, which is the Brave Bird. Otherwise, there is nothing that really can deal with it. And my backline, just has only resistant moves. Tapu Fini wasn't a thing the last time I played this team, so I didn't really think about this too much, but I also only faced 1 in 3 sets, so I think it's not really the biggest problem, to be honest, because Tapu Fini is not that common compared to the other Pokemon that you see all the time. So I don't think it's like the biggest issue whatsoever, but if you face 1 Tapu Fini, you can just top left basically with this team right now, because there's not a lot that you can do. I'm gonna bait my opponent here, and they are going to go ahead and let this move go through. Imagine me wouldn't go straight for the Brave Bird and not bait there. That would have been nice, but at this point I'm just deciding to surrender. There's nothing I can do anymore anyway. As we see a finally decent lead here with the Venusaur on the lead. Let's see where they go into. They go into Walrein. And the Walrein matchup with Scrafty is actually kind of awkward, and this kind of shows how strong Walrein is actually here, because it does so much damage with the Icicle Spear. Like, it's insane how much damage this thing can do over time. It's just so spammy, it just gets to the move so fast that there's not a lot that I can do here really. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to go for my Power Punch, but I think that's actually KOs them. But like, they were so close again to get to another move. I think there also one match as well where they could get to another move, but I'm not sure if it's in there. Of course, there are not 15 games in this kind of video. But we can go for one foul player, and actually getting this Venusaur super low, we can actually still reach 1 Power Punch here. We had, I think, triple debuff then afterwards, but yeah, it still survives this. We see a Swampert coming in. I'm going to go ahead and go for my Zamazenta Save Swap here. We can survive every kind of move from a Swampert. They usually go for the Hydro Cannon anyway, which they're going to do right now as well. And I think they just barely reached the second move. So what I'm going to do now is go for one move, throw my charge move, and then go for two more snarls, and then throw my other charge move on alignment with the opposing Swampert. As you see here, we win CMP, and this should be at the same time as they get to the Hydro Cannon, which is pretty important in this kind of case, because we're going to be able to now have a perfect alignment with our Talonflame. We know that the Venusaur has a move stored, but it's very low already. And as far as we can get to two Flame Charges here, which we definitely can, we're going to be fine. We just have to be careful that my opponent doesn't swap out here. So I waited for a split second, and now I'm going to go ahead, go for the Flame Charge, KO the Swampert, and win the game pretty easily here, as we can get the Incinerate through against the Venusaur, and this easily KOs, as a one Sludge Bomb is not enough. Next opponent, actually I play against this dude the entire time, and we also played in the Bremen Regionals, which is kind of funny. But yeah, like, hey, if you see this, we see that we can go into our Zamazenta now against this Deoxys defense, and we don't get the debuff here, which is kind of sad because it's kind of important, I think. But yeah, Deoxys against Zamazenta, you see we actually get him already very, very low, and I think I would be able to just double shield and farm down at this point of time, but I'm just gonna let this move go through. I know that my Talonflame can be very important. I know that I'm now gonna be able to survive one Rock Slide pretty easily here. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap out into my Scrafty now. Let's see what they have in the back. They most likely have an answer. No, they have their own Scrafty in the back. But I have one move advantage basically, which means my counters already do a little bit more damage as I get a boosted counter sneak through here, which is very nice, as I should be able to realign my Pokemon. And I'm gonna go ahead, go for another Power Punch here. Do they want to shield this up? They do want to shield this up, which is fine for me. I'm just gonna let this move go through. They are not able to farm me even down here. And now I just need two Flame Charges to win this game, as they are already in range for one Flame Charge, which is nice. I need basically one quick move through, and I win this game, and this is something that I definitely gonna get. So they're just gonna let this go, and we win this game pretty easily with 2 shield advantage. Next up, this opponent has Umbreon in the lead. And Umbreon in the lead is kind of okay for me, because I can just go ahead, sneak one move through, go for a Brave Bird, and then swap out because my backline is really decent against it. But Umbreon is usually a tell for something in the Ultra League in the lead, and you're gonna see it now. Umbreon and Charm is basically a very common theme that you see a lot of times. My opponent actually gonna shield this because you would have access to Iron Head on the Zamazenta, but I'm pretty sure that the Crunch is just the better option because you will not win against Fairy types anyway. But this is horrible now, because if they have a one Charmer here, guess what they're gonna have in the back? Most likely another one. So what I'm gonna do here is now I farm up extra. I'm gonna go ahead and farm all the way down, and I'm gonna try to catch the move on my Scrafty. Now I need my Talonflame. I catch the move perfectly, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see another Charm user in the back again with a Ninetales here. What a surprise. We can go for one foul play here, but this is not looking good. We get completely hard countered throughout the entire game. We can go for one Flame Charge now. They go for 2 fast moves there. We're gonna get the shield, and we can get to another one here. And this allows me to KO this thing, but can we get to another move in time? Can we survive 3 Snarls? We barely not. If we would survive the last one there, we would have been able to still win the game actually, which is funny because we got completely hard counted, but sadly that's not the case here. Again, Talonflame lead, this is fine. We can go for one Flame Charge and try to get the shield from my opponent. We get the shield here, which is nice, and I'm just gonna let this move go through as well. They have a Best Buddy ribbon on it, so they most likely would win CMP against me. At least I thought so, but I guess it's not the case. It's like awkward. Like you have to have a certain Best Buddy Pokemon for like Best Buddy Talonflame to win CMP against it. You need like some with like still 15 attack, I'm pretty sure. So the perfect IV one here is not even the best as a Best Buddy. You have to be a little bit careful what you actually Best Buddy as the Talonflame there. We see the Swampert coming in against us. We know that they have Walrein there in the back, so we should be really golden here, as we can go ahead for some nice close combats. close combat comes through, putting it into a very low range, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna let this move go through as well, and they do, and we see the War Ring coming out. They have no shield anymore. Like, how are they supposed to shield anything? Never mind, as they're gonna go ahead and lose this match here, surrender this match here, which is fine for us. We see another Talonflame in the lead, and I think this opponent had the best body ribbon correctly, if I'm not wrong. I think they always win CMP here. And I misplay this game pretty hard, I think, as well, as I'm gonna go ahead and go for my Flame Charge now. Gonna get the shield from my opponent, but I have to be a little bit careful here. As again, you see here, my opponent wins CMP. I'm pretty sure that my opponent then has the correct best body ribbon thingy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go ahead and sacrifice my doggo, as you can see here. Gonna be a Brave Bird. I knew this already. It's fine for me, but it's my only chance of having a chance here of winning this game, I'm pretty sure. So my opponent's at 0 energy. They're gonna swap out into their armored Mewtwo, which is okay for me. I can go for one Flame Charge and then I can go for one Brave Bird. This game gonna be very, very tough, as this Brave Bird will actually should be able to KO my opponent here. Yep, by Mewtwo. But they can go back into the Talonflame, and I make a stupid mistake there. I didn't expect that I would get to the Brave Bird there. So if I went for the Brave Bird, I think I might have been able to win this, depending on what they have in the bag. That was kind of stupid. If I went for the Brave Bird, I would have most likely have a chance. What do they have in the bag? No, I wouldn't have. I don't think I had a chance there, to be honest. Like, they had the Moonblast, so yeah, it would have been tough anyway. I don't think I had a chance here, so it's fine. Good game to my opponent. Nothing I can do here anymore. Grass Knot comes through and they can just farm me down here, so good game there. Next up, we're gonna have Nidoqueen in the lead. Nidoqueen in the lead, gonna be a little bit awkward as well with this team, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight for the Brave Bird here, because most people expect me to go for the Flame Charge and then they're gonna let this move go through. So I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird, and boom, that was the right call, getting this thing very low and getting some Snarl through that, as they're gonna go ahead and go for one Poison Fang here. And they go into their Scrafty, and they're gonna go ahead and go for a charge move here, and I don't think that was the right play, as we are going to be able to get to 2 close combats here and easily get at least a shield from my opponent. But they're gonna let the first move go through. They're already very low. Do they shield the second one? They do not, and we can realign, which is really nice, as also the Nidoqueen now has basically no play anymore, and we see a Greedent. Here's a little bit awkward. I don't really want to throw my charge moves yet against the Greedent, because I expect them to go into the Nidoqueen somehow, like someday, eventually. So I'm just gonna let this move go through and hope that they're gonna swap someday, and they're gonna swap now, which is nice. I can just let the move go through, and I should be fine here in this matchup anyway. And the Poison Fang comes through, I can farm down, and I can get to another move against the Greedent. You're just gonna go ahead, go for the Flame Charge, and we should be able to easily win this game. They have to go for a charge move here. They will not be able to farm me down, as their fast move is double resisted here, most likely does a 1 damage, so it doesn't really matter, and we can just power up punch through this Greedent. There's not a lot that they can do anymore about this. We have still 2 shields left. We can just shield up everything, and yeah, there's not a lot that they can do here. I think they're gonna surrender maybe soon. Maybe they're just gonna let me farm them all the way down. I'm not sure about this, but why do you throw the move here still? I don't know. Like, I still have a shield. This wouldn't KO me. Yeah, I'm just gonna even let this move go through. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that I be amped there, but it's fine. We see a Drapion in the lead. Drapion in the lead is totally fine for me. I can just go ahead and go straight for a move. I'm actually gonna go ahead and bait here, because they will definitely shield this. So I can go for the least lower energy move here with the Flame Charge. Gonna get the shield, I can go into my Zamazenta, and they go into a Deoxys defense. And this is the cool thing about the Zamazenta here. We're gonna get the defense drop immediately, and we are going to go ahead and go for more crunches, and we're gonna shield this move up. As we see the Psycho Boost coming through, we're gonna get the shield back from them, and I should be in general in pretty decent space here, as they're gonna go ahead, go for another move. I'm gonna shield up again, and I'm pretty sure that I will now survive a Psycho Boost, because Psycho Boost is now 4 times debuffed. Even though I'm still at half health, it doesn't do that much damage, and I can farm up till I have 2 crunches left, and I'm just gonna go ahead, go for another crunch, KO this Deoxys defense. They are out of shields. They're gonna go back into the Drapion. I can go for 1 close combat here, and boom, this thing is nearly done. And we see what they have in the back now, as they're gonna surrender after this, I'm pretty sure. So this is gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Have a great rest of your day. We will never know what they had in the back. And yeah, Zamazenta is a cool pick to use. So see you next video. Bye.